We are looking at the Nifty and Bank Nifty intraday charts, 3 minutes charts to be precise. And what has just happened in the market? Market has tried to go up and then crashed. This is exactly what we discussed yesterday. In case you missed watching my video yesterday, please go back to my channel, watch my video and try to understand how we just predicted what is going to happen the next day. Welcome back to the channel Nifty Forecast, and my name is Lokesh. Let's look at the data and let's plan for the next day, 1 day in advance. Right. So we are looking at the bhavcopy now. Well, let's look at it. I mean, if you look at the bank Nifty, there has been a significant amount of contracts rolled over, and the same with the Nifty. A significant amount of contracts being rolled over. That's a bullish sign for the contracts. I mean, the Nifty and bank Nifty. Right, what has happened in the intraday? Let's look at the intraday, and that is exactly where we get to understand the short term trend. Right, so the table that we are looking at is participant wise trading volume, and here we try to understand what the major market participants have done today. DIA, FII, and Pro. We add the index longs. This column shows us the index longs, and this column shows us number of contracts on the index shorts, right? So DIA, FII, and Pro together had 1,89,000 contracts in long and 1,82,000 contracts in short, summing up to only 6,000 contracts, long contracts more than the shorts. Right, so that means there is a bullish activity happening in the inside intraday. Right, I mean the market has just fallen from the top to bottom. It is over 1.5%, and we were, as a retailer, as a price action trader, we were trying to understand that market is falling down, but what has happened in reality is absolutely different from what has been showed here to the retailers. That is precisely the purpose of our channel, to understand the inside insights of data and plan the next day, 1 day in advance. Right, so and there is something that I would want to stay very focused in the intraday data today, because generally what DIIs do is plan for a very long term thing, and generally they do take hedge positions in the index. Right, when they might as well index in the index stocks or the mutual funds, and then they go short here. I mean, in the index short, they might as well take a hedged position, right? So that's how they balance the trade. I mean, of course they do hedge with the options also, but yeah, this is also some part of the activity that they do very regularly. And whatever positions that they have taken in the intraday, they do not generally take care of those intraday positions. I mean, those positions in a very short term, like 1, 2, 3, 4 days. They wait for the time. I mean, now that we have seen 22,400 contracts on the short side, this is a phenomenal number considering DIIs. Generally, they don't really take that kind of aggressive positions. But look at what has happened today in the market. All right, so now let's quickly remove the DII data and look at the intraday data now. FII and Pro, they have contributed to over 16,000 contracts on long side only on the intraday, right? What does this tell us? There has been a aggressive buying in the market intraday. But what do we get to see? This is the shakeout. This is what they create to the retailer traders. And this is precisely why we are here, to educate the retail traders. Right. So the data is very clear, evident that there have been a lot of longs accumulated. This is just a shakeout, and eventually we'll be heading towards not 16,000 this time, but the 16th mile, that is 17,000 mark on Nifty. Let's look at the participant wise open interest, and this shows us that there has been aggressive long contracts being added here. I mean, if we compare this number to yesterday's number, we get to understand that 8,000 contracts are added to the long side. But again, let's quickly remove the DII data here. Try to understand that this is the exact longs, in that is something that we can look for in the short term, right? So because any which ways DII is not that kind of participant who will take care of trades in 1 2 3 4 days within a week's time. So that is not generally their motive, so we will not consider DII much. Right. So that has just happened in the market. So I would want all my followers to be very focused and stay absolutely informed and take trades controlled. Right. As in, yesterday we discussed that the market will be trying to go up and then it will start falling. Right. That is precisely what I discussed. And I asked my followers to capture the trade on the short side of the trade, not on the long side. I asked you specifically to ignore the trade on the long side, right? So that is the power of data engineering, my friends. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel in case you are visiting new to the channel, and please spread a word of mouth to your traders fraternity, trading friends, and others who are interested in learning something about the stock market, right? So that's a little on the indices. We will be concluding the plan of action for tomorrow in the short term, but at the end of the video let's look at the stocks. So this is a norm that we have created off late to look at the open interest gainers in the stocks, and maybe we can target 1.5 to 2% in a week's time from some of the stocks. I mean, if you look at it, whatever we have spoken in the last 1 week's time, it is Jubilant Food, Marico. We have also discussed few stocks. Lupin was there in our discussion once. Adani Enterprise, did we discuss yesterday? I hope everybody is with me on this. It was showing a little bullish view, right? And every stock that we have discussed last week has given 1.5 to 2% easy on the short side of the trade when you have taken positions in the options, for OTM options, right? So look at this. Do we find any interesting stocks? PEL, it looks absolutely bullish, and Maruti is also aggressively bullish. SBIN, this is something that we have discussed off late. It has touched the crucial levels and it might as well have taken a support. But I am absolutely on the bullish side of SBIN. On a long term, I would want options traders to stay away from the SBI counter for a short term. Right. So Tata Steel on the short side. And let's look at the puts activity and sort it down with the volume. Maruti puts are being shorted aggressively. This is a significant number, absolutely insane number. So yet another time we get to see Infi. We have time and again mentioned that Infi is on the bullish side of the trade. And I'm sure most of the traders who must have shorted the far OTM put must have made at least 3% in the last 1 week. Right, I hope you all are with me on this. That is the plan of action for next 2 days. There is ample opportunity for you all to grab a 1.5 to 2% in the market if you look at the options keenly and short the far OTM options, not the closest OTMs, not the ATMs, not the ITMs. Right? I hope you understand what is ATM, OTM, and ITM. And let's quickly conclude the content after planning for the next day. I am absolutely bullish on the market. So, what my tool tells, so we are looking at my tool, and don't be surprised if you get to see Nifty heading 17,000 mark very soon. All right, so plan your trades well in advance. Don't miss to come back to the channel every day, end of the day, before you sleep, so that you can sleep peacefully the next day as well. Right. Thank you so much for spending time watching this video. Please like the video, comment in the comment box, and subscribe to the channel. Bye bye.